All right, we are back on the One with Song to Experience radio show. We have a guest here, a very honorable guest. She's been on this platform before, a couple of times, and she came here because she was a supporter of our first event, Couples Cahoots in December, and started being sponsored for that event. And then this is one of the perks of that is to have her as a guest. So a lot has happened since the last time we talked last year. Now she's the owner of a new venture. So I think last year when we talked, I think your daughter Maya was on there. Now I think it was in the process of starting it. The business now. She's a new venture. So this is a great Melissa Montero. How are you, Melissa?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yes. So how was your week? How's things going?
Things are going really good. Things are going really good. Kids are keeping us busy. As you know, Maya's busy. Jose and Isaiah, my 3 kids, they keep me running. So I can't complain. All is well.
Yes. So how are you overall? Over you? It's you overall?
Say it again.
How are you overall as a person?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's definitely, as you talked about with the pandemic, just kind of adjusting to now the world is opening up again. So I switched jobs about 3 or 4 months ago.
How's that going? How's that going?
That's going really good. Really good. I've been in property management for about 10 to, I think it's been about 11 years. So something that I'm passionate about. I'm passionate about helping people, and so in any arena that I can do that, I do that. So, but that job is going really well. But my heart is in my nonprofit, Collaboration Over Competition, and Mixed Essence, our family business. So that's but everything's going good. I can't complain.
Okay, all right, okay, wonderful. Can you talk about Collaboration as a competition and why you decided to start that venture, and what is the mission and vision of that business?
Absolutely. So, backstory, Collaboration Over Competition initially was supposed to be a one-day event.
Okay.
So what kind of stemmed from that is, as you know, I'm a children's book author. Your platform, the Authors Cafe, was my first real event as an author. So thanks to you for that opportunity. But during that time in preparing to get the book out, it was very difficult for me to figure out how to do it. Self-publishing was not a thing that I was used to. And so I reached out to a couple people that I knew that had self-published. And I'm like, hey, what did you do? We're just asking questions. And some people didn't respond, ghosted me, ignored me. And so I remember that feeling. So, being on your platform, the Authors Cafe, was my real first opportunity to kind of network with other people who were authors. And so from that, it was kind of like, we're all in the same field. We're all doing the same thing. Instead of us struggling, trying to figure out how to do it, why don't we come together? So then it was, okay, Melissa, why don't we God laid on my heart to do a networking event, just a one-day event where women can come together and, talk about the different businesses. I had vendors set up. We had speakers, everything. My team, we were working to push it out. And then the pandemic. So once the pandemic happened, it was kind of like, okay, this event can't happen, but we had so many people that were excited, our speakers, our vendors. We wanted to keep the momentum up. So we started Collaboration Over Competition virtual meeting space. And that started during the pandemic in 2020. And it was just good vibes. It was women in a group encouraging people. People were starting businesses. If people didn't know, what resources we have, what's called our business mentors. And these are people who are actively working their businesses, successful. We had them come in and answer questions. And so that's kind of really how it got started. It was just kind of us forced into doing it virtually because of the pandemic. And then after operating through the pandemic in January of 2021, we were like, okay, people are really enjoying this, people are learning, people are growing, so we decided to make it an official 501c3 nonprofit as of January 2021. So it's been a joy and honor to see businesses growing. It's been great to hear feedback and just really grow. I'm learning too. We're all in this together. The purpose and mission of Collaboration Over Competition is really to bring businesswomen and aspiring businesswomen together to collaborate with each other, share resources and information, and really grow. So that's what it's about.
So what was it like? I can't believe this. The pandemic was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
it was like, what made y'all keep it going during the pandemic? Because it was like, that was like 2 years ago, but it was like yesterday. Like when like we was home, like we would do. What made you keep going despite the pandemic, everybody being home? What made you decide to keep it going besides the momentum of the woman that you gained? What decided I gotta keep this going? Like what?
I mean, it was just, you know, at the end of the day, there were a lot of people who were shifting jobs. Some people lost jobs. Some people were losing family members. And it was so much, you know, we talked a lot about mental health, physical, like we touched on a lot of topics. So Collaboration Over Competition is not only a nonprofit that focuses on business, but we also focus on the overall, whatever's going on in the lives of the women. So, like I said, we talked about mental health, breast cancer, we talked about, you know, jobs, parenting. I mean, anything that you can think about. We have a youth component where we had a youth pitch contest. So, I mean, we really want to look at a woman as a whole and just kind of see how we can help, how we can build up, because we can't be successful business people if we're not whole, if we're not complete, and every area of our life is not touched. And so it's really my team, you know, our board, the members of Collaboration Over Competition. We are a private group of about 250 women, and then we have our public page that anybody can come on. So when we have our workshops and things like that, if men want to come on, if youth want to come on, everybody's welcome. That virtual meeting space is really a safe place for women to come if they want to talk about whatever. Like, that's what that space is for, and it's open to whomever. You know, we have certain questions that you ask to get into the group. Answer those questions and you're a part of the network. So we really, you know, I've never been a numbers person. Like, oh my gosh, let me hurry up and get 1,000 members. Let me hurry up and get 500. Like, I'm not focused on a number. I really want the impact. I want people to grow. I want people that are serious and willing to share information and just take in the information and run with it, you know. So that's what we're really about.
So, question for Doug. I brought a good point about board members.
Yeah.
What was the process for you picking the board members of your team? Because I know people starting nonprofits, but one of the key components is getting a board and your team together. So, what was your process of picking a board and picking your team? What process you had to go through that? So,
Absolutely. So with Collaboration Over Competition, this past year we just did, I'm going to say starting in like December, January, we just started advertising that we were looking for board members. So we first went into our group, Collaboration Over Competition, to let people know. We also posted on our website, www.collabovercomp.org. What we had them do is to answer questions. We want to know what your experience is, because at the end of the day, the nonprofit is only as successful as the board members and as our members. So we want to make sure that our board members had skills or experiences that can help build and help the nonprofit flourish. So we did an application process. I also wanted to make sure this year I interviewed each one of our board members, talk to them, let them know, listen, your mental health and your well-being is the most important thing. If at any point you feel like you can't, or this is too much, like I don't ever want anybody to be in a position where they feel like they're just doing it, or it's mundane and their heart is not in it, or if you're going through something, like life is life, and at the end of the day we have to take care of ourselves. So that was something that was very important for me this year when talking to board members. I'm excited about all of our new board members and all that they have to contribute. We have some men on our board, so our treasurer and our communications director, and we're just excited. We've gotten some volunteers that are on our board as well that will be able to help us push out the events that we have coming up. So definitely check out our website, collabovercomp.org. We'll be rolling out our calendar and also all of our future events that will be coming out. They'll be updated there.
So, wonderful. So that's kind of business 101, because a lot of people don't know how to start a board, how do you do the process. So when do y'all usually meet? Like monthly as a group, or?
Yeah, so it's really going to depend on what's going on with the board. Right now, generally, as a board, we'll meet monthly. However, if myself and the president need to meet to kind of strategize what the next board meeting is going to be, we'll meet separately. We have an event planning team now as well. So if there's an event going on, they're going to meet separately, and then we come back collectively. So generally, I would say once a month, if there's events that are coming on or decisions that have to be made, we may increase it to 2 or 3 times a month, depending on the need.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a good question because if we do something like that, you need a team to help you push out the mission, to further the mission, because sometimes you got a lot on your plate too, so and you can't do it all by yourself. You need people that you can trust and rely and depend on. So what is there an event you have coming up that people can know about now, or?
Sure. So a couple things that we have coming up right now. We're really focused on Women's History Month, and shout out to Felicia Chapman and Chantel Wilkins are doing a great job on our group page and also sharing out on our Instagram and our public page with women who are doing amazing things. So we're giving spotlights to different business owners. So if you check out our Collaboration Over Competition Facebook page, you'll be able to see a number of different women. We're sharing one woman every day for the whole 31 days. We may double up towards the end because we have some powerful women. And if you want to be a part of that and be spotlighted, definitely check out our directory where you can share your business information with us on our website. So we want all women, as many people as possible, to come on and share their business information. As far as events coming up, we have a self-care fundraiser that we're going to do towards the end of May. We're going to bring mothers and their daughters together. So we'll have more information about that, but we'll be going to Scent and Sip where we can make different like body scrubs or scent. So it's just a time to kind of really interact with each other. We do a lot of business, but we also have to make sure we take care of our mental well-being and just take time out to relax. Also in July, we're going to have a business networking mixer. So more information about that. That's going to be vendors, and we've got a lot of things planned for that. So a lot of upcoming events that'll be posted on our site. Each month we do have at least 1 to 3 business mentors, we call it, and we're doing those on Zoom. So if you ever want to find out about business, how to get your business started, anything like this month, we focused a lot on financial we focused on credit, we focused on financial wellness. So when it comes to you and your understanding of credit and debt and things like that, we talked about that. We just had a workshop with Christina Davis of More for More. She's awesome, and it was important because with her, she talked about our understanding as well as kids. Like I said, growing up, I didn't really have a good understanding of using credit cards and all that kind of stuff. So it's important for Collaboration Over Competition to have those conversations with people so that we can change the next generation and make sure the kids and the people coming behind us have a better understanding of how to take care of their finances and operate businesses effectively.
Wonderful.
So we're excited.
So wonderful. So, and I know you had the youth pitch competition recently I went to. So is there an update on the 2 winners that won? So is that what's going on with their businesses? How they feeling? How they doing? So
Absolutely. So we stay connected. Both of the parents of the youth are in our network.
Okay.
So we're always in communication with them. When we had another vending event, they were able to come. Yalasia Gallant, who was the winner of our youth pitch contest, was able to take the funds received from the pitch contest, and her business is LLC.
Wonderful.
So that's exciting and awesome. She also has since rolled out some new products that she's working on. I think she's on a lip scrub. So I'm excited to hear her. And Jada also is doing great with her travel business that she works on with her mother, Levine. So it's exciting to see the youth, and encourage them to also follow in the footsteps and be able to be provided with the resource. The important thing for us that kind of set our pitch contest aside from others, a lot of the times with pitch contests, they just have you come in, pitch your business, and that's it. The important part for Collaboration Over Competition is we did 3 workshops building up to the pitch contest that provided them with confidence, branding and marketing, what it meant to pitch, being confident in your speech, also knowing the financial backing when talking about your business, not just wanting to start a business, but understanding the importance of saving and reinvesting. So we did all that prior to. So whatever happened with them with the pitch contest, whether they won or lost, they still came out a winner because they walked away with the knowledge needed to be successful in business.
And I definitely want to talk to you because I have my youth sessions out monthly, and I know we got some May, but I know that'll be the summertime, and we definitely want to maybe we can collab and see about those workshops so we get people, youth who are just starting their business on the Zoom or maybe in person, but maybe in person or Zoom, just for the summer. I know some of the guys, a lot of kids do work ready and for the summer, and a lot of them don't want to be to save. A lot of them don't know how to save. They want to spend their money, get Jordans and get it, spend it, and don't have a plan. So if we can. I'm going to talk probably offline, but we can do a workshop and so know how to do tips like that, and then we can get more kids on there. They almost start a business. We can have someone teach them how to this workshop, how to start money, business credit as a young person, how to save. If that would be help our youth going to the summer. They already have a plan what they want to do with their money instead of okay, I will give something to my mom, how about my family, because everybody struggles, everybody going through something, and then invest in business, how to get your branding out there. So I definitely want to talk to you because I think that will be big for the summertime. Again, for those kids who want to start a business as the summertime, the world opening back up now. So so definitely that will help. That will help out a lot with that. So
absolutely, and that's a part of what Collaboration Over Competition does. Even before the pitch contest, we had a workshop for, we call it Millionaires in Training with Rachel. And I know she's been on your platform as well. So it was just an honor to be able to bring the kids together. And that was boys and girls. My sons were on, my daughters were on. I mean, we just had the kids come on and talk to them and really help them believe that they're capable of being millionaires and that they can save and that these are things that are tangible. If they get money for their birthday, not even thinking business-wise, but just thinking differently about money in general. So we definitely, have different workshops throughout the year.
Yeah, I'm definitely collaborating with you on that. We never collaborate, especially for May for June. May for June. I know because we got that fame. I know May's Mother's Day, Memorial Day weekend. I was thinking about June. I was for the June sisters in June. We can do that. Yes, and then now let's talk about the author, Melissa Montero. So I know you're talking about so what's going on with you in terms of the offer piece? I know you wrote a book, and I got your wristband today. So for you to choose, so what's the plan for you the next book?
Absolutely. So funny thing, I don't know when we last spoke. I do have another book that I have in the works. The illustrations and everything are done on the book. It's just getting the wording and everything together. So what happened was, for those of you who don't know, my son and my daughter Maya and Jose are both authors. So I kind of pushed my second book to the side and have been focused on pushing their books and running with what we have now, doing vending events. We are actually going to be in Montgomery County at a vending event on April 23rd. The three of us, all authors. So I'm excited for that.
Man, say that. So, that's like Mom's Cafe the same day.
Awesome. So we are I'm still going, pushing our mission. Mixed Essence purpose is to really promote just loving all of who you are. We are a multicultural family. My husband's Puerto Rican, so our kids are Puerto Rican and African American, but we really want people to just love all of who you are, regardless of big, small, disabilities, whatever your situation or your circumstance is. Maya's book focuses on bullying and just being kind and loving on each other, and she provides resources in her book. And then Jose's book also focuses on just coming together and talks about two multicultural brothers. So it's just an exciting ride, exciting process. We'll see how everything goes. Jose and Maya are working on some short stories to be produced in a project with, why can't I think of the name of it right now?
Excel?
It's with, it is recommended by Mac. I can't even think of the name of it right now, but it'll be more for that, more to come with that. So they're working on short stories now, but definitely I'm gonna work on pushing my book out. I don't know when, but you'll be the first person I call when it's out, okay? I need to sit down long enough to focus. That's the problem. So, but it is there. I have it saved. Every once in a while, look at it. I'm like, all right, Melissa, you need to get this together. You need to get this together. But that book, I'm really excited about. It focuses on a relationship between a mother and a daughter.
Okay.
And it talks about just a mother empowering a daughter. And I think it's so important for our young women just to be confident in who they are. And,
yes.
you know, it plays on the multiculturalism, of course, because it makes essence. But just seeing herself differently and her mom just empowering her and reminding her of how unique and special she is. So excited to roll that out. Just keep asking me.
Yeah, okay.
It's coming, but wearing these many hats.
Yes.
I gotta sit down and focus with it.
So, question: since she's wearing so many hats, what do you do? What do you do for self-care?
Self-care. For me, honestly, self-care for me is sitting in my favorite chair in my room, grabbing my blanket, getting me a tea, and watching movies. Like, that's my real self-care. I just enjoy just kind of chilling out. I like relaxing. Another thing that I like doing is spending time by the water. So beach, anywhere I can go by water, ponds, parks, whatever it is, I enjoy spending time by the water and just relaxing. Those are my self-care.
Wonderful.
I'm glad you asked, because a lot of the times, you know, people focus on business all the time. They don't take that time to relax. And I'm a work in progress on it. I tell people all the time on our platform, Collaboration Over Competition, we talk about self-care. Mostly every week we talk about self-care Sunday. What are you doing? What are some ideas? So I know that I need to be better at that. But I do try and make time for myself.
Okay, wonderful. So where people can find more information about you and your businesses and your book, and so people can know what's going on with you.
Absolutely. So for Collaboration Over Competition, since we started with that, you can find us on our website at www.collabovercomp.org to find out about any of our events. Also, we are on Facebook at Collaboration Over Competition, and we are on Instagram at Collaboration Over Competition PA. We're also on LinkedIn at Collaboration Over Competition. For Mixed Essence, you can find us on Facebook at Mixed Essence LLC. We also, on my website for that is www.melissamontero.com, and you can find my book as well as my 2 children's books and any information you need. And we're also on Instagram as well at Mixed Essence. So we try and keep it easy.
Wonderful. Yeah. So, do you have any final words? Or any of those, maybe for young women that you focus on women? So, any words? What would you say to your younger self?
Yeah, sure. To my younger self, I would just say, I know that Maya says this, you can do what you put your mind to. I think a lot of the times, just as a kid, I never thought that I would be in a position that I'm in. I never thought that I would be a children's book author. I never thought that I would be a founder of a nonprofit. Those just weren't things that I thought about. I knew that I wanted to help, but I think it's important to just know that whatever you think you can do it. It's going to be work. You got to put the work in, but it's all possible. And I just wanted to remind people what Collaboration Over Competition, you know, our mission is to really let people know that it's room at the top for all of us. Whatever your purpose is, whatever your mission is, whatever God deposited in you to do, you're going to do it. And so there's really no need to compete with anybody else or feel afraid of, you know, being true to who you are or sharing information, because who God has purpose for me to talk to and for me to impact is not the same as who God has, you know, purpose for you to talk to. So just realizing that, you know, there's room for all of us. We can work together. We are stronger together. And just love yourself, and that's it.
Wonderful. So, Melissa, thank you so much for being on this platform and again, and updates of collaborative competition. And thank you for just being supportive of me, Pat the Greatest, Office Cafe, so many platforms, Raina, but thank you for just being you, and it's been an honor to get to know you the past over 15 years,
I know,
and
crazy,
yeah, I know, but so that Freedom Schools, it's crazy.
Yes.
Literacy, now we both offers, that's crazy. Woo, man, like it's funny. That was so focused on literacy back then,
right.
And now we both offers.
Never would have thought, even then.
Right, never thought, never.
Today, so.
Yes, so thank you so much, Melissa. Appreciate your time. Hope we get you back on here again. So thank you so much, y'all. For those who are watching, appreciate y'all. Catch this interview, take some notes, get the information, support Melissa, collaborative competition, Miss Essence, LLC, they're doing wonderful things in the community, and just support each other. So thank you so much, y'all. Thank you.
And I just wanted to say thank you to you for all that you do, for all that you do for the community and for other entrepreneurs. Like I said, your platform is really what helped me really start my collaborating and my networking at the Authors Cafe. So always be encouraged. You stay encouraged. Stay the course. Congratulations to you and your wife on your upcoming anniversary, and y'all support Levon too. He's doing amazing things in the community, and sometimes it can be difficult and daunting with not getting the support that you need when you need it. So we just want to encourage him and love on him, and congratulations to you for all that you do. So thank you.
Thank you. Wonderful.